in of EDM right here.
Hello, welcome to another King's Crusher Blitz Banter on ICC. It's about 9 PM UK time, so I've been challenged here. Bishop's Mate, I think, let's go with Bishop's Mate to start off with. And, okay. Is he ready? I did have another... okay. Challenge. Okay, if he's not ready, let's see. Don't tell me. It's the London system. No, it's not London system. I've had quite a few people play the London system recently. Oh dear. It's solid. I've been playing it as well. Maybe it's all Magnus Carlsen's fault. Okay, so here, double fianchetto. I know I've created some light square weaknesses as well, but it's the price of setting up this double fianchetto. Is it worth taking on d4? Maybe. I mean, he's got some extra light square weaknesses as well, potentially. I've got a sort of hedgehog here. Hedgehog. What can I do? It's pretty solid overall, I think, White's position. By the way, I had a wisdom tooth out last Wednesday, and you know, the peak swelling was actually 3 days later. I had to have this. I went private. I didn't want to wait weeks and weeks, and so I couldn't do last week because my face was like out here on this side. It's still a bit, you know, sensitive. It's a major thing. Apparently, you should take a wisdom tooth out when you're younger, like up to the age of 25, because it's not entirely necessary. They call it the third molars, I believe. It's not entirely necessary. It just overcrowds things. I thought it was my fault eating too much sugary stuff, and that's why it was rotting or whatever. But no, there's numerous reasons why you might have a wisdom tooth needed to be taken out. Okay. Anyway, so I had just one. The other one's okay. It hasn't been a problem, but it was starting to be a problem. You see, otherwise I wouldn't have bothered. I wouldn't have mentioned it to the local dentist. So I got referral to another specialist place for taking it out, and I thought, oh, this is bad news because I don't usually have to get to take this pawn. Is this pawn hanging? Is that some sort of trap? Can I take that pawn? Am I imagining it? I need to. Let's see. Knight takes. Let's do a bit of calculation. There's the scuffs. I don't know. I don't know. Am I falling into a trap? I hope not. Alright, so maybe bishop c6 or rook takes bishop e4. Can I do this as a little trap to skewer the queen and rook? You could take with the queen, yeah. Can I actually go for this one? Oh, there's knight, maybe there's knight e5. Oh, that's interesting, because I think I might have a little trick with queen a8 check. Now if I take here first, because otherwise queen a8, knight f3, so bishop takes check, and then I can to get out this pin, just check, and then take on e5. Oh, thanks. Okay, so J. Russell 2. Why am I pre-moving the French defence? You can play this to d4 and e4, Actually, as a pre-move, I've never really thought of this before. This might not be a bad pre-move to save a second. To save a second on the first move. If you don't mind playing, yeah. I'm trying to encourage the closing in the centre. Greg writes, dentists want to make money by pulling them out. Yeah, it was a bit sensitive though. That's why it was a bit sensitive. And annoying. Starting to be annoying, basically. So, let's see. Is he giving up the light square bishop? Because really that sparks off light square weaknesses here. This is a sort of classic thing to get the bishop like that. The rook's been displaced from f2, so my next point of call is to hit f2 as well. If this is permitted. It looks like I'm having a very comfortable game here, hitting f2, because these bishops are working well together. It's not entirely trivial, it seems, to protect f2 here. I think this is a common mistake against the French defence. Okay, so I'm winning that exchange. And also, without any light square bishop, I'm not too worried about my h7 spot, or my king generally. If I can just peel open... do I want to lose that bishop? That's a decision. Maybe d4. Because I don't want bishop e3 after. Okay, I'm on e5 here. I was thinking I'd have f6. I'll take this e5. Well, that's a nice pin to have. Right. Is it that significant? Okay, here. So I'll take on e3. Or there's rook takes d4 here. Might be a bit stronger. Look for a better move when you see a strong move. Alright, so I'm a knight up, but you shouldn't fall asleep at the wheel here. Oh, he has resigned, I believe. Thanks. No mercy for you. Okay. Charming. I'm playing a d4 opening. Catalan. Is he going to accept this gambit? No. Now, when they don't accept that gambit, I think I can play the double fianchetto for a moment and probably play for e4 here. I'm trying to just open up this bishop on that diagonal. If that pawn's kind of liberated, that means the bishop's liberated. If that bishop's liberated, it means some attacking potential. So knight e5, f4, knight e5. Right, so g4. Is this crazy to go for an attack like this? If I play g5, takes. There's rook f7 there. Alright, if I double rooks... Oh, he's just resigned. Wow. Wow, that was... I didn't expect a quick resign. Okay. Alright, do I go on the mega hard auto pairing? Please save me from it. I need more challenges, thank you. Cirillo. Okay. No! Someone's done the London system on me. No! No! I'm gonna... can I try and make it dynamic? C5. I've been London systemed. Oh, don't tell me there's knight b5. Please don't tell me there's knight b5. Ah! Oh! No, I'm making things a lot worse than they needed to be. Why did I just do that? That was super dumb. I'm trying to avoid this knight c7 disaster, but this does not look convincing. Example, queen d5, all that. Right, I can actually try and, maybe I can try and, okay, I'm going to be losing the exchange. Oh crikey. This is knight d6, hold on. Charming position. Am I losing a piece and everything? Oh, I've just been done over. I seem to have gone into a nice trap. Oh, this was a really dumb trap to go into. Okay, bishop f5. I'm losing material everywhere. I'm just losing material. I'm faced with a big loss of material. It's all gone wrong. I was too casual in the opening. It was a pretty simple scheme for c7. I was not on the ball there. g4. Okay. Try and make something out of this. I don't know. Bishop e6. I don't know. It's all pretty grim. There's knight c7 here. Knight c7, rook c8. Okay, my king's coming out. It's not too hot. I don't assume I'm living to tell the tale here from this position. I made things worse from the initial, oh no, it's a London system comment. Knight d4. Is knight d4? Can I just get the king back? My panic made things a lot worse. Is knight d4 just loses material, right? Takes, check. Knight d4 is out of the question. Can I do this? Try and crawl back into the cave. So I'm hitting the bishop, protecting d5. This might be one of the few reasonable moves. I'm taking his time. Maybe he's not entirely confident. This g4. What about if I play h5? If I play h5. Okay, I can take that. Hold on. Did he mean to do that? I imagine my king's still in grave danger. Knight g5, king f6. There might even be bishop e5 there. And it takes, let's calculate disasters, knight f7 for example. I took this one. If I try and run this way to c8, so knight g5, king d7, there's rook d5. There's not too many choices after knight g5, king f6, bishop e5. Taking now I lose my queen. Taking here, might be the better bet. There might be rook g4 on queen g3. So maybe knight g5, king f6. Okay, okay. Alright, here we go. What about this to try and just shield on knight d4? Is knight d4 too ambitious? Check. That would lose d4 like that. Why not play g6? Or knight h4? Wondering about g6. Try and get my bishop to g7 later. I still don't think I'm surviving this. My pieces are not really working together. You can just take knight g5, probably bishop e5 is mating.
Check.
Right, here comes the blow. Does it? Maybe bishop h6. Try and pin that knight. We've got knight e6. I can take on f4. I'm threatening rook f4 actually. Bishop g5. So knight e6, rook f4. That might actually be okay because knight takes. There's queen d6. All right, stepping out of that stuff. If I try and okay. Well, he's only got 9 seconds. So I'm wondering, I just need to survive somehow. This one?
Check.
Uh-oh.
Check. Check.
Am I getting forcefully mated? King here, knight f7.
Check.
Queen d5. Alright, if I take this guy
Check.
for a moment. Okay, I escape on the clock. I'm pretty sure there's forced mates around the shop. My king can't be around the centre of the board. It's not a very chess variant. That was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. Can I play the Dutch? No, I don't want to play the Dutch defence. just play the King's Engine setup. Start off with that, just to have a virtual cup of tea with the King's Engine defence. A nice, safe, calm opening. Jeez. I'm in shock, man. No. Oh dear. I think on B2. Can I? Okay. So knight f3, there's rook f3, otherwise I'll be picking up the bishop. Can I kick one of these knights out and live to tell the tale?
Check. Check.
I'll try and get rid of the dark square bishops. And hold that e5 with the knight, if I can.
Check. Check.
Okay, knight f3, I think
Check.
wins the queen. Right, missile 14Bs. Well, there's two challenges here. Right, so try and play for that D file or E file. Right, so I think I'm going to play for E5. This looks like there might be some weaknesses to try and exploit. Right, let me see. Actually, I think it's quite solid overall at the moment. Although, no, maybe it shouldn't be. But how do I actually tap into any weaknesses here? This is interesting. Maybe F4. F4 and then I know take any lines opening up here. I wonder. If the queen gets out of the way, the king's going to stick around, then knight d5 after. So f4, take, queen moves somewhere, knight d5. He's kind of stopped f4. It's pretty solid. Unfortunately, don't really know. Oh, just losing the exchange. Yeah, I just lost the exchange. Oh, this is not looking good. I'm hoping there's going to be some weaknesses at some point to pick up. Maybe g4 is going to be protected now, isn't it? g4. If I try and this I'll get this h file attack probably now. Okay, can I go for g4 again? Oh, cool, these pointy bishops. Is there a chance for knight d5? It's a bit tricky. Bishop a2. This is tricky, isn't it? Oh, no, I think I'm getting done over. Bishop a2. It's got g3 coming. Whoa. I don't like the look of this. Well, I can take here though. That's relief. And so rook e5 or queen e5. I don't know if that's actually enough. What about just keeping the bishop on for a moment? I mean, on an active diagonal. Queen over here. Or king g2, king h2, queen e3. I know it's a bit grovelly, queen e3. I don't know how that bishop's going to do anything in the resulting position. It's intriguing. Can I break down the pawns or not? It's intriguing. I don't know. Panicky, bit panicky. Maybe over to h7 is useful. Right, so
Check.
h7. Then there's no checks, is there? There's bishop g6. Hang on. So I'm threatening a mate. This isn't so easy. Queen f6. Does the check here do anything?
Check.
And the check here.
Check.
And the check here.
Check.
No, apparently not. King g7. Okay, so I haven't achieved anything. Okay. Taking on g4.
Check.
Oh, rook e6. I get a chance for rook e6. Maybe rook g6. There's rook g8 coming, if I'm not careful. I'm spotting bishop g6 though. Right, so maybe queen f5. That's covered. Queen c1, king h2. Alright, so let's see. Queen f5 check here. Hang on, isn't there rook e8? Well, there's...
Check. Check.
This must be going somewhere, surely.
Check.
Has he got perpetual check?
Check. Check.
Oh. Am I getting mated?
Check. Check. Check.
Oh, this is a fun one.
Check. 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 Time warning. Check. Check. Check.
Going down the wire,
Check.
huh?
Check.
Okay, went down the wire there. Ooh, Grandpatzer 5. Okay. I can play this crazy move. I've played it before with some success. Not so crazy, but you might think this is undesirable. Yeah, I'm not even sure about this position actually. Alright, so knight f2. Knight c4. Yes, not convinced now. Knight c4. Yeah. Can I get at least this pin anyway? This pin might be good for knight g4. I know it's a kind of gambit. It's kind of gambit of that c4 pawn. So I'm creating some. Well, he's given me some weaknesses to play with. I'm wondering if I can actually get into f5. Knight d1 e3 to f5. No, apparently not. Is there? Okay. I'll play like this anyway. That knight's holding e3, right? Aha. I'll undermine the knight. Try and get into f5. Nope. It's not happening over there. Okay. Going into a fork here with knight a3. My queen's kind of trapped. Yes. If he wins that exchange, then maybe knight e3's on the cards. Yes, she has won that exchange. Can I get into f5? looks like the exchange down for not much. But this dream of knight f5 or knight f5 has been fine gold test. I don't know. Is it enough to save the game? Wouldn't have thought so actually. Unfortunately, this looks pretty grim. Yes. Keep the queens on. I think I've got to keep the queens on. And get around with the knight and queen somehow. Alright, try and do something here. Can my queen sneak in anywhere?
Check.
Where can it sneak in? I don't know. Queen a2 to f7. I guess he plays d5. And he's got rook f8. Or that. h4, try and break the pawn chain. D takes for queen d7. I guess he'll play this to stop takes, and then queen d7. But I've got that nice knight on f5. I don't think it's enough compensation really. D takes and queen d7. Queen e6. I'll try maybe h4 here. Again, I don't think I've got anything really. But let's see. Maybe there's a potential for some sort of mistake. And I can't see it. The queen's holding h6. Don't know. I don't know how to disrupt my opponent's position particularly. Okay, what about actually, hang on, rook d6, h6. Alright, rook d6 again.
Check.
Rook d6 threatened. Oh, maybe he didn't spot this. That could be handy. As rook f3 takes rook b3. Ooh, that's a strange one. Alright, let's see. Well, there is queen h6.
Check.
On queen g7. Okay. Well, yeah, I was just trying to hold on there. Thanks, you had me exchange. Oh, hang on. Well, we've got to play some other people. Sorry, I try and only one challenge per person for a while. We've played Churilo before so far in this session, so let's try one player at a time. Well, to get a variety of opponents. If you want to challenge me, so do the match King's Crusher. So on stream. Okay, so if anyone wants to challenge, I'm available for a challenge. Please save me from the auto pairing. So played quite a few so far. But okay, I mean, just to get a variety of opponents, I think one person's challenge at the moment. Okay, so how is everyone this week? Right. Okay, I'll play on the 3-minute auto pairing to keep things flowing. 3 minutes. I'm playing a really strong IM who usually crushes me. Let's see. What do I want to do? I don't want to play the Scandinavian against the Scandinavian. I think I once won a game against this guy. This very strong IM with this system, but he was going to be wary of the dynamic play. I'll try and break him up in the sense that I don't think this is going to work very well, but nevertheless. This is not how I usually play this at all. Yes, I seem to be a pawn down for not much. I might say, he's a great guy who's also, I've been involved in a project called Chessable, which is for learning openings. So he's one of the co-founders of this excellent site Chessable as well, which you can learn some opening theory from these books, virtual repertoire books. So, okay, I don't want to lose immediately a piece or something. Yeah, this looks like I haven't got anything for the pawn. He's got c3 coming. It does not look entirely convincing. I'll play bishop g5 and hope to sack the exchange. I think f6, I'm going to be losing the exchange. Do I get anything? This knight is just misery. I might just leave that there for knight g5, might be better. Just try and improve my knight. Okay, take my exchange, take my bishop. Oh dear. Am I getting anything after this? Probably not. Knight f6 is enough. Yeah, I'm losing the other knight now. Oh, I've just been munched to death. I've been munched to death. Really great player. I've been munched to death. Yeah, I think he's very good record against me. Very strong player. Well played. Oh, is there anyone easier? Oh, the 3 minute. Hello. Yeah, thanks. Also, we might be playing. I might be hammered against him in a future match. So I'll say match someday on ICC. That was. I don't mind losing. It's just funny. It's just funny. Sorry, I just. I don't know. It's got me. It's got me. Okay. All right. Anyway. Yeah. The 3 minute auto pairing is pretty hard. Pretty hard. I got to say, that was the first opponent on the 3 minute auto pairing. Oh man. Okay, so save me from the 3 minute auto pairing. Oh man. That was okay. Alright, so queen g5 is not probably too clever because taking in a knight c7, queen e7 and knight f6. I've got to tread carefully here. Knight d7, I don't know, do I live till knight f6? In fact, can I protect this first? knight e7, knight f6, king f8. Okay, so c6 and then d5. Okay, so d4 and then bishop d5. Maybe. Is that an idea? I don't know actually. Okay, let's think. Let's think. Hang on. Am I worse here? I can't castle because of queen h6. Bishop d5. Maybe in circumstances is an idea. Is might be an idea. Maybe an idea. Queen d5 and okay. Okay. I don't know. King f8, king g7. Is this reasonable given the circumstance of the h6 pawn? Okay, that might help the bishop. I don't know. If I take, and queen d4. I got loose pawns. This pawn on f5 is a bit loose. Okay, can I do this? Knight d5 to c3 might be on the cards. It looks a bit better now. Knight d7's not immediately killing. Probably I want to take this off to challenge this without knight d7. Challenge this e-file. Threatening knight e2 check now. Okay. Okay, thanks for the game there. So dashing fox. Cool. Dashing fox. So okay. It's pretty fast paced, isn't it, so far? Knight d2 coming up. Knight c4 isn't so clever yet. I think knight c4 coming up. We're playing this like a bullet game at the moment. Maybe I should think to try and lower the pace, make the game a bit more slower paced. Okay, so far it's been kind of thematic. I wonder about bishop f4 trying to torture d6. Yeah. Bishop f4. Oh, this might be okay. This might be okay. I'm only smiling because I've taken a vitamin D earlier to this split session. I think vitamin D really helps me in the winter. Otherwise, my natural tendency is to be a miserable git. But because I've taken my vitamin D, I'm in that funny mood. I'm in the funny mood now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I recommend it. It's something we're lacking apparently in winter. Check it out. Check it out with your local whatever. But yeah, vitamin D3. I think it's generally an interesting thing in the winter. For mood, I had actually a club match last night, a Muswell Hill club match, which was an amazingly complicated, frighteningly complicated game. I'm going to be going over that at some point soon. And okay, so knight takes e5. Is this good for puncturing the centre? Maybe there's knight c6 after, or not. Am I overextended? Is d5 kind of weak? g4, f4. Is that crazy? Let's play f4. Let's play f4. Try and hold that knight there for a moment. Wondering about g4 as well. g4, queen f3. Am I creating tons and tons of weaknesses without any real compensation? So g4, queen c8, queen f3. Oh, am I losing d5 now? Oh, d5's dropping. Oh, d5's dropping. He's not taking it immediately. He's being a bit sadistic or something. Knight c6, knight takes d5 is a nice nasty pin, isn't that? No, I can take on d8. Hold on. Might be a way of saving my d5 pawn for a moment. Oh well. Pressure comes off d5. I'll do this. Right, it doesn't seem entirely terrible news so far. So
check.
Aha. I pin that? I wonder if there's f6 and knight e7. Well, knight e5 he just takes. Knight e4. Hang on, knight e4. If he takes, I take. He takes, pinning my knight. I can't play queen takes because of the check. What if I change the move order here? Nope. Takes doesn't help because knight e4's got a check. What about just f6? Isn't that dangerous? He takes. Queen h6 does knight e8. I can't do anything. Dunno. Weird. Knight takes a7 maybe. Queen takes d6. I've got a sort of elimination process a bit, which is a bit uncomfortable because I haven't really analysed knight takes a7 too much compared to the other ones. I'm hoping maybe with the threat of he's attacking my knight. So I got to counter attack his knight. If I get a chance to play knight b5, fine. Okay, depends what he does now. Okay, so knight b5 here. That secures at least the knight on a7. Do I get hold of any goodies coming up? Queen h6 threatening f6 potentially. If I go for that. Knight takes f6. What would he do there? To hold g7 in time. Not an immediate check. Well, there is a check on e3. If that goes away from e8, then knight takes f6 without knight e8. Let's see. Let's see. Aha. Okay. Not getting anywhere, am I? Not getting anywhere. Because he's holding that f6. Alright, let's sack that pawn actually. Was that a dumb idea or what?
Check.
Yes. This might not be entirely terrible.
Draw.
Check. Check. Check.
It's not right. H2.
Check.
Oh, that was a bit of a tense game. Well played. That was really going to the wire. Whoa, going to the wire there. I suspect the power of Zugzwang is handy in those positions. Okay, so let's see. Let's do a 3-minute. Dare to do a 3-minute auto. A GM. Blue shot. Who is this GM anyway? Tomnai. Let's try knight c6 French. Bit of a surprise weapon. So e5 coming up. Okay. e5 coming up. Maybe this is quite good because I'm not entirely convinced by this. Sometimes I have very good games with bishop b5. So I'm wondering e5 coming up. Kind of liberating move in the knight c6 French. One of the points is this f file is quite good. The piece activity is actually quite good. He's thinking quite a lot here. I think I'll do this anyway. Seems an ideal position so far. He's strengthened my centre. I like this at the moment. Bishop a6 is possible here, right? Bishop d6 is looking pretty good. Bishop d6 and then rook e8 after. Looks pretty good to me. Bishop d3 to e4. Would look pretty good. Bishop d3, e4, just, yeah, the bishop across to g2 looks pretty pleasant. We've got a big clock advantage here. I mean, he's struggling to find a good plan, maybe. Well, I would hope. In that respect, it would be nice to sort of maintain the current tension. But no, it's okay. Things are hotting up really quick now with f5 on the cards. I wonder if I'll go for this bishop to e4 anyway. So knight c6, bishop e4. And protects d5 for a moment. Then try and h5, h4 this. h3. Queen g3. And bishop f4. Have I just been pushed back? I've been pushed back. Paying this knight, expensive a pawn. So much for keeping the tension. Right. Unfortunately, getting pushed back. Oh, he's going to win d5 next. Takes knight d5, isn't there queen d5? If he takes the two rooks, yeah. No, that was a mistake. That was super dumb. That was absolutely super dumb thing to have done. That was so stupid. It's unbelievable. But anyway. Try and play bishop d5. Stop the doubling of rocks anyway. Okay.
Check. Check.
Cool, I really made a mess of this one. Will he go
Time
for perpetual?
check.
No, doesn't need to.
Check. Check. Check.
Oh, time. Phew. I thought it was so much better earlier. Oh, that was... I've totally calculated wrong there. After. Okay, we've had this before. G5, and then I don't know. H3, doesn't that win a piece?
Check.
Okay. Is d4 worth it and bishop e3? d4 holds g5. So that means bishop
Check.
takes. I can play king g2 without queen g5.
Check.
Right, so knight d5 and c3. On knight g3, or just taking. What about just taking?
Check.
And then bishop g5 or something. No, bishop f3 has discovered check. Knight d5, king d6, c4. Okay, I don't like this discovered check business. Knight d5. Mind you, his king coming out there. Alright, just block
Check.
this file at least. I guess my king is not safe because of this diagonal. So, try and take here. Bishop f4. See, knight takes, knight check.
Check.
Oh, that bishop, using that bishop. Alright, so, I don't know. I don't think that's the big danger I felt, that diagonal.
Check.
Can I do this? Okay, so let's see. There's nothing to really exploit the pin on the bishop at the moment. My king does seem a bit weak. It is an extra bishop though. Rook e1. Right, so is he going at all defensive anytime soon? Right, change off if possible. Okay, so yep, this looks very good now, surely. This extra bishop. I'm taking on e4. And then what? It's only a pawn for the bishop if I can take on the e4, so let's go with that. Oh, thanks for the game. Benny wins as a tough cookie from previous sessions. I don't know if I've tried to French defense against Benny wins. Right. Oh, we had a line. Oh, very sharp stuff. Oh, remember, I lost a piece somehow on c6 in a previous session through some aggressive queen b3 business. Lessons to learn from that experience in this line. Forgotten actually. Somehow I've already moved the bishop away from c8. Yeah, this whole business with queen b3 and is going to be a pain, isn't it? I'm going to play knight d7. Just trying to offer b7. There's something more complicated about it last week. Although it seems in this position, if knight c3, why couldn't I consider knight b6 to try and shut down things? c5 and then torture again. Curious. I'm trying to look at finesses now, come on. Is there any finesses about this? Okay, I get some piece activity. Get this check to accelerate my castling.
Check.
Right. Just play it safe. I'm not losing a piece. I might be losing a pawn or two, but this seems a bit adventurous. So I wonder, takes and bishop. Okay. How far does he want to take this? Does he want to play CD or does he want to try and castle now? I'm wondering, bishop e2, I take, and then knight b6. It doesn't seem entirely bad. If I can just play knight b6 to at least hold the pawn, more importantly this d5 square. So something like knight d5 coming up. Could take that for knight d5. There's a nice target on c3. Is this queen trappable? So I'll try and trap the queen maybe. Queen's only got b5. If I get rid of b5, trying to ball the frog of the queen, so to speak. Balling the frog, a process of taking away squares subtly. So rook a8, trying to ball the frog here. Rook a8, try and trap the queen. Hang on, there's c5. I'm not trapping the queen, am I? There's always c5. Kick this because I'm interested in rook a8, knight a4 maybe, without dropping c6. there's always queen d6. And this way, rook f7, a7, there's always queen c5. Not really achieved much, it seems. I'm not trapping the queen, huh? It beats losing a piece, but it's a pawn or two. There might be queen g4 with some sort of attack. I hope. Well, there is now. It's a very sort of, I don't know, pawn-hungry variation to use. No, that can't be good news.
Check.
Cannot be good news. Oh, rook e8 and queen e4 coming up.
Check. Checkmate.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, that was a fantastic battle. Was it 2 weeks ago? I only drew on the clock 2 weeks ago. I remember losing a piece in that line. It's pretty dangerous. Pretty dangerous line. So there's some sort of balance of king safety going on to win the pawns on the queen side. King's a little bit neglected. Hasn't got defensive knights. I remember a game of David Bronstein in real life. When he visited Lloyd's Black Masters, he beat Conquest, who was an IM black side. He lost the pawn on the queen side and got some attack. I thought it was kind of inspirational, actually. An idea, you sort of take the opponent a bit off balance if they're going to win a pawn on the queen side. My good friend David, Paul Georgiou beat actually David Bronstein in that Lloyd's Bank Masters. There were also like Smyslov, there's loads of 2500s coming from. Okay, we're playing a fellow CM here. I'll try and stick to maybe a French defense with knight c6. It's quite an interesting surprise weapon. I think that that can be a technique in even longer time controls to sort of get an attack. The opponent's like won a pawn somewhere over the queen side, and you just try and get onto the king side. So let's see. Just quick half stakes. Bishop b5. You see, I'm not convinced by bishop b5. It seems like some sort of popular antidote, which I don't think is that effective. And it seems to have some logic behind it. I don't think this is particularly effective either. Unless knight f4, maybe knight f4, right? I'll take that. This could be fun. It's only a 3-minute game. So it's centre pawns. If the pawn structure gets settled into an aggressive position, the pieces will flow from that quite comfortably. He's immediately giving a piece back. That's really interesting. Decision. Oh, queen h5 check. Aha.
Check.
I still think this is fairly dynamic. After king f7, my centre pawns look good. I'll be threatening bishop b4 check, winning the queen. Am I not?
Check.
I beat a fellow CM. Cool. Alright, let's carry on. Yeah, I just thought it would be good fun, that knight sack there. Honest, there's inspiration behind these ideas. I get inspiration from games. There was a game in the French defence where Nigel Short sacked a knight in the French against Adams. It was on TV, and he got an aggressive pawn chain with a pawn on e4 with black, and his attack just played itself quite a bit. Eventually, it got into an endgame, but he won eventually. But I just remember these games. There's certain key games that, I don't know, the ideas are so dramatic. They stick in my mind. These patterns of play, they're kind of outrageous. Some of them, but they I don't know. The more dramatic they are, they stick in my mind more. So this idea of like sacking a knight for 2. I mean, you get that as a general theme. It's been a bit officialised as well in Watson's Play the French book, that there's these knight sacks to blow up the centre. This guy's a bit slow for a 3-minute game. Come on, you can't spend like a minute on your third move. Has he lost connection? I don't know what happened there. Okay. Okay, let's see. Don't tell me a London system. Nope. I'll weaken e5 voluntarily to get a sort of Dutch defence. I'll try and hold e5 with knight d7 if he allows it. I thought we'd plot the knight in. I'm going to play the dark square bishops off. It is a standard recipe. Let's play maybe queen b4 here. It's interesting. It just occurred to me to play queen b4 on queen a3. Whether that's any good or not, don't know. Okay, if castle and knight e4 or something. If he took, then it's okay. Okay, he's backed out of that. That's very interesting. a4, knight a4, there's rook a4, right? a3, what about queen b6? Or queen b3? What a3 have? Sort of form pawn. b6 for bishop a6. Oh, I just lost the e6, have I? That was maybe not good. I'm losing d5. Not good. Not good news recently, I'm gonna say. What else now happens? I wonder. Knight g5 or something, or rook f7. Knight d2, maybe knight d2 doesn't really do too much because you can take, G3, no big deal. Knight G5 I don't think is a big deal. Need some more attacking potential. F4? Is F4 doing anything? I've just pinned my knight. Actually, I think that was a bit not too good. My king, this is the wrong place for everything. I'm doing everything wrong, really, at the moment. Sort of. Everything is wrong. Knight e5. Maybe knight d3. There's rook f4 here. He's short on the clock, but is he going to just win this in the time frame? There's knight d6. It's be really painful. He's only left himself with 10 seconds. In a 3-minute game, that's not entirely clever. That's nearly working. Rook e1. There's rook f1, queen e4. Nope. Rook e1's my last cheapo. No, it doesn't work here. Throw flag.
Check. Check. Time.
Nope. Oh, come on. I had such potential there. All gone. Now, I knew I was doing things wrong, but I thought there was be a trap there at least. With rook e1 check. Oh. Oh well. Thought there was something going on. Not to be, not to be. A3 C4. Try and get this knight out of there. Bishop b4 to d6. That's the plan. There's knight d4 though. And queen e4, there's c5. Yes. This knight's a pain, isn't it? Up to c5. Can I play rook d3 and rook d1? Does rook d3 fail tactically or something? Right, hold that for a moment. Now, does he want a queen exchange? I suppose he can play for a queen exchange. Knight c6, rook d8. Alright. It's a little bit, yeah. Okay. G4 for f5. Oh, I could just won the pawn. I could have won a pawn. Bishop d4. Come on. It's bishop d4, e6. So maybe, okay, things are hotting up. Bishop g7. So bishop e6, bishop f4. We'll just take this guy off queen f7. Right, yes, but c5. Hang on.
Check.
Yes, there is a but there, c5. I'm gonna like spotted c5 because king b3 is probably, I don't know. Okay, so there's no immediate challenge. Just play a 3-minute auto-parent game. Keep things flowing. Played London system because I'm terrified. So I'll play London system or not. Henrik Lynn. Actually, I've had some good wins against him in the last few months. I think I've had at least 2. So, okay. I was on the 5 minutes auto pairing. Okay. Okay. Now I must admit, it doesn't look like much. I'll play just for e4. It doesn't look like much. Come on. What have I got here? Nothing. At the moment. I should have played e4. I regret not playing e4 now. Is it the way my opponent played? I'm just wondering. He played pretty solid with d5, bishop g4, c6. It's not all my fault. I guess I started the stodge battle. Create a few weaknesses.
Check.
Alright, let's have this position doesn't seem okay, yeah, g4 might be some prospect here of the g file with this pawn wedge. I'm not entirely unhappy, although let's test these things out. Alright, try and get something going here. H5. Am I not going to get anything there? It's unlikely that I'm going to get anything here. I wonder if I can encourage him to take here to sort of. Maybe rook h2 was better. Right, shut down this then over there for a moment. Get his rook out of the infiltration. b4. Try and improve the king. Get the rook back to the h file while he's not looking. Oh, he's got king g7. Oh, what a pain. What a pain. Oh, I might as well just go a draw now, I think. I don't think this is going anywhere. You see he's pressing for a win now. That b2 could be a major liability. Alright. Am I going to get ground down because of b2? No! There's no play here, is there? No, offer a draw. He's going to grind me down, I expect. Try and grind me down. Actually, I think he had bishop e3 just then. Oh, crikey. Here we go. Right, if there's no check. What has he done exactly? Right.
Check.
Trying to protect my a7.
Check.
Oh, that
Time
was so dumb of me. Yep. Mind you, a8. Can I get around here?
Check. 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 Check.
Yeah. Oh, how annoying. I didn't really get much from the opening there. Zapowitz, I think we played before. Have we played Rocky Top tonight? Okay, Rocky Top. I don't think I needed to allow... I didn't need to play for a win now. I just play for a loss or win. Come on, I just could have just kept the position going without losing the... okay. 3 minutes happens. Okay, so Rocky Top. I used to play this against the London system. I think I'm at G1 because if it goes to G5, H6. So knight goes back to G1, bishop F5. Okay, that looks a little bit on the passive side. Bishop F5, Queen E7. Just get a strong bind with the E4 pawn. So Queen E7, Rook Fe8. Is there anything else going on? H4 might suppress G4. Probably that's worth throwing in H4 just to stop G4. D5 is not immediately threatened. open this anyway. So what to do here? It really depends on what he does next. Let's see. He's going to take. Once he played bishop retreat. D5, rook c8. Here, okay, do this anyway. Let me grab this guy. Yeah, it looks as though it's a bit squished, but it's solid, isn't it? The thing is, I think it's pretty solid. Oh, I just dropped e4. Try and protect e4 for love. Oh, g4 is apparent now, actually. He's highlighted that possibility for me, well, as well as giving me a tempo for it. It's got sponsorship with a tempo. This attacking plan. He's made me look at that side of the board as well, so this looks aggressive now, g4. This g-file, we get the king out of the way, rook g8 after. Is that f3? Well, f3 knight e3. See, it's all pretty solid for white still. Alright, if I take this guy off, I don't know if that's an idea. It's, I don't know. E4's dropping again. I can't take this London system business. No. Why doesn't he take on E4? Come on then. Oh. Nice. Oh, I can take that. Can I? It's E4. Right, it's a nice pin. I'll try and break down the setup. Can I? Oh, maybe. Try and break down the center. Huh? Don't get that. Not sure that's working.
Check.
Alright, thanks. Zapowitz, I'm pretty sure we played earlier. I just want to make 100% sure. Have we played Zapowitz? Yeah. Alright, let's try a 3-minute auto pairing again. Go back to the main on the 3-minute auto pairing. Okay. If you're watching, please do like the stream. It helps promote ICC, which is a beautiful site. It has been one of my favourite sites for more than 15 years. So if you want to like the video, do it for and any other ICC videos, please do, because it helps promote the site, I think, a bit more. because the way the the likes work on YouTube is a bit helps promotion, I think, a bit. Okay, so be much appreciated. Oh, this is getting razor sharp immediately. Can I take this? Alright. If I take it here.
Check.
Yeah.
Check.
I've found a way of losing material, but it's not totally gone, right? It's an interesting variation, whatever it is. If I can take on E7 and stuff, blunt the bishop. Queen E1 for 96. Alright, so bishop h6. Do I get any? I'll prevent knight b4 for a moment. Bishop h6. I think I might be brewing something up with any luck. Alright, let's try and use this rook to protect d5 first. Get that in the game. Pull the centre collapses. Don't really want double pawns either. Oh, this is awkwardness. He's winning a pawn by force over here. If he wanted. Right, I'm gonna have to lose d5. Oh, didn't see that one. Sneaky. Right, thankfully it wasn't mate. I mean, taking, there might be some G file. Taking here, there might be something brewing. Alright, this looks like I might have something going on here. I just lost G3, right? Oh, bunnies. I'm making bunny here. Totally justified his queen excursion. Come on. Yeah, now he's all the tactics. Yep. Getting killed. Queen d5, there was... Is there knight h3 now or something? Can
Check.
I might get a piece back at least. And he's going to get rid of my nice knight. What do I do here? Just sit and wait. That's all I can do. There's nothing to do, is there? I assume. Do this to hit the rook. Oh no. And another pawn biting the dust. Please, give me a break. Alright, he's giving me a break. This is not saying give me a break. He gave me a break there. In the form of a rook. Just losing pawn after pawn. Making no sense. It's towards the end of the session. I'm deteriorating. Even I'm playing like Mega Bunny mode now. Is this guy like... Okay, there's only 10 minutes. I'm gonna abort this. It's not ready. Amakindo. Whatever. Ahmad Ikonda. By the way, I haven't had a coffee since last Tuesday, in case you're wondering about my caffeine levels. I've not had a coffee since this dental thing. It's been an interesting experience. I thought I'd have withdrawal symptoms, but apparently not. Okay, so 3-minute auto pairing. Maybe I got over it on the first few days. Sort of 7 days without coffee so far. D5 for bishop G4 later. Don't know. Hang on, what do I want to do here? What about C5? Just try and play for C4. Again, I'll play for C5, C4. There's also bishop A6 to think about. Surely he's gone completely nuts with this, hasn't he? Or maybe not. I'm just going to play G6, blocking things up. That's crazy, isn't it? Well, I'm hoping he's not going to prove an attack here. It'd be pretty sad. I've got all these lovely centre pawns lined up here. Queen D5. G6 is not winning the queen, right? Because my knight's protecting the queen. Pinning that guy. Well, he's going to be winning the queen soon. If I go there, okay. I've found a way to potentially lose the queen. I need a move which is clever, I believe. Got the knight. And just play D3. So I'm holding a pin against the queen. D3 maybe for E3 and D2. The bishop's protecting the queen against G6. I'm just hoping his king in the centre justifies. I just crash through the centre here. What happens? I'm going to just get to his king with E3. Was this crazy?
Check.
I can't take without getting mated. I'll do this. Still looks pretty good. I don't know. I think I'm biased. F2 now. Is he sacking here? Knight f5 to d4. I get in knight f3. Knight f3, king f1, knight d2. Oh, it opens up the bishop here. Knight d4. Okay, there's no rook e8. I'm wondering about. Do I protect that pawn? Some sort of mating that or not? Check. Play for d2.
Check. Time.
Oh, rook c3 is on the cards.
Check.
Yeah, that was a fun one. Am I calmed? I think there's time for one more, like 3-minute, or there might be one more 3-minute game. Try and squeeze it in the next 5 minutes. We've got one more 3-minute game, I think, worth. That was some direct attack by him. Fortunately, it did have some elements to worry about, like my queen hanging in the lines. Okay, Rapture Man. I'll take here. Oh, I usually wait for g3. Okay. So he played g3 anyway, interestingly. In the opening, is he going to punch on my d5 square, right? Let's just do that to stop the exchange for a moment. It uses up the e3 square. So this knight e3 to d5 business is not happening for a moment. I now have blocked in my bishop. Isn't knight takes e4 on the cards? Knight. Okay, hang on. e5 is protected. c6. c6. Knight b7. Just to d6 or something? No, it takes on b6, right? Alright, let's weaken d5 voluntarily for a moment. Is it awkward? Something about this. No, I've got bad pieces. I've got bad pieces. Maybe I'll play for b5. If he releases this bind, b5. Oh, he's got knight f5 now. Can I ignore that torture and just... My back row feels vulnerable. I don't want to liberate the bishop by taking this guy. On the other hand, d5 on my back row is weak. Try and control some key squares with the king. Like e7. Probably need to. He's got his dream position out of this opening, hasn't he? Might if I ever get mated. Knight d8 might be possible. I could take and then bishop c5. Great. Oh jeez, it's brutal. What a brutal end to the session. Oh.
Check.
Oh well. Yeah, okay. Anyway, it's finished on the dot. That was brutal, yeah. Oh yeah, I knew I was getting infiltrated. It was a bad feeling, something bad was gonna happen. And it did. Okay, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this week. Alright, have a good weekend, and remember to like the video, and right, have a good weekend. See you next week. Thanks. I'm telling my producer, I think. Okay. Okay, yeah. Alright, cheers then. Remember, likes appreciated. Thanks very much. Cheers then.